Crews will be headed back to the Potomac River this morning to try to remove the plane's cockpit. So far, 55 of the 67 passengers from last week's crash have been recovered. Matthew Torres from our sister station in our nation's capital has the latest on the aftermath of that devastating plane crash.
Piece by piece, salvage crews slowly pull parts of what used to be American Airlines Flight 5342 from the Potomac River. It's a delicate process that's expected to last for 3 days, a process that could help recover the 12 remaining victims from last week's accident.
We do believe that we're on track. I think we were very successful today. Every day we set a goal for what we're trying to accomplish. Our goal for today was to get to the engine, the fuselage, and the wing, and we're going to be successful by the end of the day.
After crews are done removing the plane for the Potomac, they will move on to the Black Hawk helicopter.
It's tragic, and everything imaginable that you can think of, right, that is what they're dealing with day in and day out.
Meanwhile, preliminary data shows conflicting readings on the altitudes of the plane and the helicopter before the accident. According to the National Transportation Safety Board, the jet's flight recorder showed its altitude as 325 feet, plus or minus 25 feet before Wednesday's collision. Data in the control tower, though, showed the Black Hawk helicopter at 200 feet at the time of impact, the maximum allowed. It appears the plane might have tried to pull up a second before the deadly incident. Investigators are hoping to iron out the altitude differences once they get more data from the black boxes.
I can tell you at one point very close to the impact, there was a slight change in pitch, an increase in pitch.
The NTSB has interviewed the air traffic controllers working that night. They say one of them was working the job of 2 people. The independent agency also revealed both aircraft were on 2 different radio frequencies. While they could communicate with air traffic control, they wouldn't be able to connect to each other.
And I think that's a policy that's going to end up coming out of this change, is where they need to be on the same policy. They need to be on the same frequencies.
That was Matthew Torres reporting. In terms of the cleanup process, there are some concerns about the weather this week, but their plan is to wrap things up sometime by this weekend.